this one has the engine that everybody's so excited about. The Hurricane engine in it that everybody's so excited about. But this thing is 89 grand, 2025. 89 grand. But it does have the Hurricane engine in it. Let's see what the sticker is on this one. 89. It's probably locked though. Yeah, it's locked. Guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video, guys, I have a co-worker that asked me about buying the new RAM with the inline 6. So what I did was I went back and did some research for him and just kind of looked up, you know, some of the known issues with these new RAMs. And that's why I always tell people, everybody's getting excited about them putting the Hemis back in the Ram trucks. But guys, there's so many things that's going wrong with these daggone RHOs. Now, don't get me wrong, let's not be crazy. I know everybody's not dealing with the same problems. You know, everybody has, no car is perfect. Let me just say that. Nothing is perfect. But there's some things that's been happening with these new Ram trucks that's kind of typical for Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, Jeep products. So we can't act like we don't know this stuff happens. And most people understand when you buy a Stellantis product, you're gonna have stuff like this to happen. So I went back and did a little research and I found a couple videos of some electrical issues that people are having with these Ram trucks. It's just amazing to me how all these other car brands, you never really hear about them having these type of issues. So I'm just wondering, why is it that Stellantis, over all these years, they can't seem to get this stuff right, guys? It's just amazing to me. So you mean to tell me, like Lexus, Mercedes, they're using parts that nobody else can get a hold of? Like, what is it? Like, why is it that Stellantis continue to use the same parts? Why can't they get this stuff right? I mean, I just don't get it. So the first video I'm gonna show you guys is the guy's driving and his speedometer is reading that he's still driving when he's actually at a complete stop. So check out this clip real quick.
Alright, so here I'm gonna speed up. Alright, and now I'm gonna slow down to 0. And it's saying I'm going 60 miles per hour. And I'm parked at 0 right now. I'm not moving.
I just think that's just so crazy, man. That's just so crazy. Why are they having these issues? You know what I mean? It's like, you mean to tell me y'all making billions and billions of dollars and you can't figure out a solution to these electrical issues? You can't figure out what's causing this stuff to happen? And not only that, I also found this one. So you mean to tell me they can't figure out why that's happening? And from what I understand, is it something that needs to be reprogrammed? And like I always say, nothing is perfect. None of these brands are perfect, but it just seems like Stellantis continues to have the same issues year after year after year. And they wonder why people talk down on this brand so much. I know everybody's excited about the Hemi coming back, and I'm excited too. Stellantis got to get these things right, man. You know, as soon as you buy a vehicle, you don't want to have to turn right back around and it's in a shop for 3 weeks and you only got 50 miles on your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff that's disappointing. I understand things happen to new cars, any car, new, used, whatever. But it's the turnaround time. Like, these people are saying the dealers got their trucks for 2 and 3 weeks. They get the car back and now they got a different issue. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that they must correct if they want to get to the next level. And they call themselves wanting to charge people these premium prices, but as soon as you buy the car, you got to turn right around and put it back in the shop. It's unreal. And then they don't want to give you a loaner car. They don't want to give you a loaner car. Whereas you go to somewhere like BMW, you get an oil change and they'll give you a loaner car. Even if it's for a couple hours, they'll give you a loaner car. Depending on the dealership. Now all dealerships are different. But when my wife had her BMW, we go for an oil change, they give us a brand new truck to drive around until the car's done. Unless we elect to just stay there and just wait. So I don't know, man. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And then we got the tariffs and, you know, everything's going on, man. I don't know what that company's going to do. But I advise my, you know, my coworker, man, I'm going to tell him, you know, listen, I'd rather you just wait. But, you know, that's his own personal decision. That's anybody's decision. That's just my opinion. I'm not going to sit here and say what somebody should or shouldn't buy. But if they ask me, that's what I'm going to tell them. I say, just wait, man. Just wait. But I'm not trying to knock the truck. I think it's a nice truck. And I understand why people are buying them. Because, first of all, you get the same look as the TRX. You get better gas mileage. The horsepower is enough. Everybody don't need Hellcat horsepower just to do normal, random, everyday pickup truck things. Or if you just want to have a pickup truck, you know, you don't need 700 horsepower to do that. So I completely understand why some people are electing to get it. But Ram have to do better, man, as far as the quality of these vehicles. Like I say, the inside of them are beautiful. I mean, it's a perfectly looking truck in the inside, but they got to get everything else together, guys, before they can get to that next level. So, you know, like I said, man, leave your comments if you got one, if you had any issues, or if you're not having any issues. Because like I said, I understand anybody can have a problem with a brand new car. I mean, that's not the first time in history that that's happened. But it just seemed like it's more prevalent with a Stellantis product than any other brand. I mean, unless you're talking Range Rover or something like that. I mean, you know, those things are notorious for having, you know, issues. So leave your comments, guys. Let me know what y'all think, man. It's a gloomy day. I had a couple of things planned, but it looks like I'm not going to be doing crap today because it's supposed to rain. So I just wanted to get this content out there to you guys. And then for those who are looking to buy the inline-six Ram, just the things you need to look out for, man. And, you know, you need to ask the dealer, you know, if I have to bring my truck back here, you know, what's the turnaround time? Go talk to the service department guys and ask them, you know, how long will it take if I had to bring this thing in? You know, these are the questions you have to ask when you're buying a product from them, because it's just crazy, man. Go online and do your research. Please do your research before you buy a Stellantis product right now. Because it's getting crazy out here, guys. It's best to just don't buy anything. Just hold tight. And if you do decide to buy something, have another vehicle to drive just in case that one go down. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling what might happen. So I appreciate y'all watching, man. Do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. 85% of you guys are not subscribed. You watch the channel, every video, which I appreciate, but you're not subscribed. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.